So I saw this earlier, and I have to talk about it. Um, has like feet become more popular with gamers? Because I've noticed a lot of this happening. But I saw this. This is Snowbreak Containment Zone. And they gave us this, and they try censoring, but censoring just doesn't work very well. But then there's an uncensored version. Woohoo!
分析员年夜饭，分析员晚会节目，好看吗？分析员，早上好。分析员，我想把新年的第一个祝福送给你，所以趁着你睡着，昨晚太热闹，只好在今早送上我的问候。郎君，新年快乐！
Okay, so that was censored, and that was it's not a fan edit or something. This is from the official. So someone, I guess they either released it or someone did a public service, I guess. It's the same thing. It's just there's no censoring, no clouds of whatever over certain parts of the body. Like they put a thing of right there, and yet there's really not a whole lot showing. They put one like right down here, same thing. There's nothing showing. Although I like the like right here on these certain parts, the texture, it looks pretty good. I mean, the rest of it looks way too shiny, but this looks like it's embroidered and all that, which is really I like when clothes and games have texture to them. It's not just like a solid. Infinity Nikki's really good at that. That game is. I'm a dude, and people were like, "Oh, you just hate women." I'm playing a game where you collect clothes, where the main character is a chick, and you collect clothes, and I absolutely love it. It's a great game, but I hate women, right? But in that game, you know, if you've got like bedazzling going on, you got the reflection, the refractive light, and you know it glistens, and the textures of the clothes are really really good. So I like seeing clothes that are, you know, a bit detailed. You see like the embroider kind of look to it. But like yeah, they had a freaking like they would like clearly they were trying to cover their feet, but then like you have right there. And then this is like when they added the cloud. It's like what's the like what's the point? It's so stupid. And again, they try to put it right there. There's nothing showing. There's nothing really showing. Like, what's the point of the censorship? But oh, it's like people are gonna look at that and be like, "Pure cinema." I don't get it. I've said this before with was it Kimiko whatever from Overwatch 2? Blizzard comes out and tries to advertise the new character by, "Oh, look at the grippers." And I'm like, "This is how you want to sell the character to people?" Not everyone is obsessed with feet. And quite frankly, I don't understand the obsession, and no one's ever tried to explain it. I don't get it. You know, if tits or ass or whatever, face, sure, I can get that. But I don't see what's sexy about that. I mean, I could see maybe, like in this case where it's, you know, modeled and it could be what they consider perfect. Whereas, like in real life, you have a woman, she could be completely gorgeous, but then like she's got like man feet, you know, they're huge, or like it's veiny and things are crooked. It just, I don't see the appeal. Now, if it's like that and you can take the time to model it and make it perfect, I mean, I'm not gonna just whip it out and just like, oh fuck yeah, that's some good stuff right there. But you know, I don't get it, and no one can tell me what is so attractive about feet. I mean, feet, hands, like come on, girl, let me see some of that clavicle. You know, it's just like odd body parts to find attractive. But um, also I love how like you know the top of the feet looks so detailed and everything, but then you have the bottom and it like reminds you that you know clearly they don't care about the bottom of the feet in games when it comes to modeling as they do as the top. I mean, they've got I guess some of the coloration on the side, but like when it comes, they're just kind of like out instead of kind of like I guess what human beings I guess what people call them. That's what they're like. They're squishy and I mean, look at the bottom of your feet. They don't really look much like this. Um, but yeah, then covering the censorship here. Yeah, you can see what I'm talking like with the embroidery, like over right here, you see some texture, like the embroidered look right there. But then you have like here, where it's just like a solid color, no texture, no nothing. Love is blind. Let's go eat, huh? Um, like yeah, like the top of it, I guess it's nicely I mean, again, I don't know because I'm not a foot person, but you know, I did used to draw a lot when I was younger, and all I know is that feet and hands are probably usually the hardest thing to do, especially feet. Because if the proportions off, it just looks goofy. Um, but it seems like games lately have just been getting really like into feet. I play Genshin Impact, same thing. It's just like really putting them grippers out there. Um, you have more and more characters like playable characters who have like you know open kind of footwear. There was with Fontaine and Focalors where they kind of start at her feet and pan up and they show her feet off like 3-4 times, like close up, and I'm like, what? I don't get it. And then, like I said, it was the Overwatch 2 with Kimiko or whatever the hell the chick's name was, and that's how Blizzard decided to sell the character. Like, oh, she's got her feet out, boys. You feet people are eating well. Let me see that clavicle. Clavicle is um I mean, I don't know the game. I don't know what it's about. But of course, trying to get people into the game by showing them this. Nobody has Square Enix censoring things that don't need to be censored. They forgot one. Was that their hand? Oh, wait. No, they need to fix it. But good catch. Very good catch. They need to do that one too. Did they censor the game too? There's a text out of nowhere in game folder where there's only one option of editing localization from 1 to 10. Huh. But they did censor it in game then. That'd be funny though. I have seen literal porn here. What the heck is the censorship? The feet have gone to be too sexy. Can't show them. They have to show it. This is no me homo. Enough with the fuck. Very lewd. What's with the white clouds? Yeah, exactly. I mean, not just that, but like the chest, again, the chest, there was like nothing really showing. You know, now, and if this was a game like making fun of the censorship, that'd be hilarious. That would be hilarious. Like they're showing you these things on purpose, knowing that people are like, oh God, we're gonna get to see feet, and then it's just censored. Just a puff of smoke. You can barely see something, but you can't fully. That would be hilarious. The fuck is happening? I hate feet, and I think they should be uncensored. Free the feet. The fog of war strikes again. Even the feet got the fog treatment now. Gotchas nowadays. The fuck is this? All the people asking why the feet are censored are either adorably sheltered or unfamiliar with being pushed back for their yet to be bullied weirdo behavior. I'm so sorry, but censoring feet is the weirdest type of censorship I've seen. Why censor feet? Because people are weird. That's great. Apparently feet and cleavage is too scary that they have to censor it. I like how feet are considered too lewd and must be censored. Those clouds better not be in the game. Why the fog? This is Twitter, not Billy. That's hilarious. Cloud Mario working overtime. And yet he didn't cover that. Yeah, here's another one. Exilium. That's another one where you can have like girls in the room and there's huge actually hang on, let me what was the name? Exilium. Yeah, Exilium Girls Frontline. Yeah, this is another one. I should actually really be careful because you know, might be some art that might be unsavory. So let me just pull out what I'm talking about. Yeah, you have stuff like this, like you can, you know, you'll have them like laying down on a bed and they'll be like eating ice cream or reading a book. And I don't know if this is like a pause menu or a little section itself, but you can like move the camera around and people are just kind of doing this, which also I like to see. It's funny to see them kind of add the detail like with the joints and all that. That little part right there. So I mean better modeled, but it's still weird. Again, I don't see the attraction. I'm not looking at this like, oh God. I'm like, I don't get it. But this is the game. This is the way that video games are been kind of going. Like I said, I've noticed in Genshin. You know, more and more characters open shoes. A lot more like with just doing the Archon quest. So you have characters like Sidlali, Shilonin, who they're not barefoot, but they've got open shoes, and they'll start like they'll hang on, more visuals. Okay, so right here, you're sitting there during the quest, and you're waiting for Sidlali to show up. At that time, you still, you know, I think Shilonin is talking about Granny Italy, and it's like, oh, I wonder when this old woman's going to show up. And as you're talking, this is what they show. They show Sidlali walking up, and this is what they show. You have stuff like this, where they'll start at the feet and pan up. For you got Shilonin. Focalors, same thing. They do this like 3-4 times, showing her feet. And then we've got this game, you know, it's like and you have more and more characters who are like this, wearing like very revealing, more open shoes. And I mean, just from Natlan, you have Shilonin, you have Sidlali, you have Mualani, who else? I mean, a lot of the NPCs. So, I mean, you know, and then again, you've got Focalor from when we were in Fontaine. And I've noticed this over the past couple of, you know, areas. And then you have games like this. You know, I, I don't get it. I don't get it. I mean, again, it's nice. Not even nice. I shouldn't say nice, but you know, it seems like everyone's kind of trying to model them. Like they're definitely going for a more real, which is weird. They're going for a more realistic looking, you know, body part when they're anime looking girls. It doesn't make sense. Whereas, you know, the other one, looks more what you would expect. But like the detail and the shadowing, the shading and all that, and the nail, and it's more realistic looking compared to the rest of the body, which is very much anime inspired looking. It's weird. But I don't get this. Is this what gamers find attractive? Is this really a major selling point in games now, or feet? I mean, I guess so. The companies keep doing it. But please, again, no one's explained it. And I would think that someone my age, close to 40, would understand it, but I don't. I don't understand. I don't see how people can look at this and be like, oh, I please explain it. But yeah, so we have yet another game placating to the people who like feet while also censoring it at the same time. Which, again, if they did this the entire game, where you see like this kind of thing going on, where you can see just enough but not the whole thing, the amount of people being pissed off by that, oh god, that'd be so great. That would be, to come on here and see people raging because, oh, they're censoring the feet. Oh, god, that'd be so good. But anyway, they know what they're doing though. They know that there's a very small group of people, and if it's a gacha game, it's a gacha game, and they have characters who have their feet showing. They know that the people who like feet are going to spend so much money just to get these characters, just to stare at their feet. Brilliant marketing strategy, I guess, because apparently I think it's a gacha game. So, brilliant. When it comes to making money, brilliant. But anyway, that's going to do for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.